everybody, welcome back to another video of Horizon Forbidden West. Yeah, back from where we finished.
Signal for my focus.
Also, rock.
Tall neck. If I override it, I can get data on the surrounding area.
Oh yeah, it's a tall neck. Look, what's this?
Is that the savior?
Yes.
I heard there's a cauldron southwest of here, and I thought about taking a peek. But with these old legs, if any machines stumbled out, I'd be a goner.
You'd better stay away then.
What? Okay, this is what we call confusion.
It probably has machine overrides I could use.
Okay. First thing, it's the tall neck. That isn't good. Next to a bunch of flammable plants. Ah, they're not on fire. What are those? I get on a tonic. Okay, so how?
It's like a satellite dish. If I can climb it, I should be able to reach that tall neck easily enough.
Okay. There are many machines here
I've been made.
I have to be worried about. And yep, okay.
What is that?
A power generator?
Come on, go down. Why isn't it down?
I must be closing in on the signal.
Okay, now after that. Or just get on the ladder without being killed. And I am already being followed and about to be killed. Okay, as he said, critical circum. But how'd you dead? Okay, now it's dead. There are more, and there are more. Okay, come on. Why isn't it going down? Finally, okay. Now I'm safe. Unless if they shoot. Ooh, what's there? Ah, there. Come on. Fine. What's that shot me? Where should I go? Why is that there? And as Aloy no clips through the ladder, we get back where we were. Okay, no. Ah, yes. Oh, that's how we get the power.
Power cell. Disconnected from the main power line. This should help me get things up and running. Just need to connect to whatever generator powers this dish.
Where am I supposed to go? Down? Oh yeah, there.
There's the generator. Got this power supply.
Start? Or before I die?
Power's back. I should check that console real quick.
Time to go back. I'll have close calls here. Now we finally get back up to that console.
Let's see what this thing does. Looks like I'm in luck.
That's a pretty messed up satellite. Oh, so that's what this place we found earlier is for. 8. Also, I hate those flying things. They're pretty annoying.
Shear's jammed. I'm still not high enough to reach the tarmac. I'm entangled in the dish. I'm higher.
Okay, so to the dish. And the vulture things. Supposed to go. What am I supposed to do? Oh. Oh wait, no, we just read that. Where is it?
Actually worked.
Okay.
I should be able to get to that tarmac now. Just
Yay, finally.
in the right spot.
Highest point is... Oh, there.
Looks like I might dip right into the tarmac. Just gotta time it right.
That was perfect spot. Wait. There's a lot of waiting. Ah, it's not close enough. And the vulture spotted me. Man, you're slow moving. Oh, but no, 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 no. Oh yes, the next. Yes. Okay. Finally get to the tunnel.
Time to open.
Okay, now the map is complete.
I'll next send mapping at other machines.
Yay, okay. I should go there.
If I don't get Gaia up and running, it'll be like this everywhere. Oh. It's her.
Okay, so yeah, the farming isn't going great.
Careful, Outlander. These fields are raw. Outlander? It's been some time.
Okay, so now we're here.
There's Varl and Zoe. I'm here, as promised. That singing. Does it mean the chorus is ready?
It is assembled. I couldn't have done it without Varl. But I don't know what good it will do. The chorus is in disharmony. The subject of the cave is bad enough. Land God Fa still hasn't emerged, and every day, more deadly machines try to force their way out, throwing themselves against the defensive cordon we set up around the entrance. That is only the first of many false notes. Your request has exposed deep divisions within the chorus itself and the tribe.
You should have done like a better UI for this. So yeah, the storytelling could be better here. Oh yeah.
You said you couldn't have assembled the chorus without him. What did you do?
Some in the chorus refused to meet to consider your request. They believe that the cave belongs to the land gods alone. But Varl saw that what you did with Ray could be used to our advantage.
Sometimes it isn't enough to ask the people in charge. You need others to ask for you. As many as possible.
We spread the word about how you soothed Ray.
There may even have been a little exaggeration.
Growing interest put pressure on the chorus until they finally agreed to meet.
I saw it work a few times with the matriarchs. And even with my mother. Once or twice.
Nice job. You can handle the politics from now on?
Oh no. I'm sure we'll still need you to cut through them from time to time.
I get that the cave is sacred, but how did asking to go inside cause such a fuss?
The fuss was already there. Many in the tribe, and most in the chorus, want to keep doing what we have for generations, which often is nothing. But there are others who call for change, or extreme measures. Your request has given fresh life to the debate.
Right. Tradition. I've run into that before.
But each tribe has to be dealt with in their own way.
If you say so. So, the chorus is assembled.
No!
What now?
They're considering your request.
Then
Something
shouldn't we go
else.
talk to them?
When you're ready. But don't worry. Their debate won't end anytime soon. Meetings like these can go on for days.
All right. Then maybe I should resupply first. Who knows how many machines are in that cave?
Assuming the chorus agree to allow you inside.
Aloy can be pretty convincing in these situations.
We'll
Yes.
see. Do what you need to prepare. We'll wait for you above, where the chorus has gathered.
Stuck. How's this?
I've got news, Outlander.
Keep your guard up if you're heading southwest of Plainsong. We've had reports of Tenakth rebels in the area. Our scouts are still recovering from their wounds.
Oh, that's not good.
Sounds like the Utaro could use some backup against Tenakth rebels.
That's not good. Spider mechanic is pretty cool. You can only use it in just tall places. But you can't see a lot here. How do I get up there? How do I... Oh, so that's where.
Why are these outlanders allowed onto our lands?
Nervous?
Bringing an outlander before the chorus.
Okay. This. So this is for the. I'll check that later.
I hope this works.
It'll be worth it, so you'll see.
Please, come back again.
Yes. What do you want?
You're a Nora, aren't you? Haven't seen one since I visited Hunter's Gathering.
The Utaru traveled that far east.
I did it for my dyes. I like to see how different tribes use roots and plants to make new colors. It's amazing how the right hue can make armor express so much more than its mere function. I have some samples, if you're interested.
Yeah, I probably can't afford most of them. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. I'll check it
They're
later.
beautiful.
It's nothing compared to the Tanakh dyers. They may not be the friendliest of tribes, but if you bring their dyers plants or samples, they might show you their skills.
I'll keep an eye out for them.
Okay, thank you. Now. Oh yes, here I need to go here. I need to go back to the stash
These people,
because I'm running out of stuff.
reminds me of Mother's heart back in the
Very, very fast rate. Especially health. I have a lot of health potions. A lot of them. Okay, so we got everything from the stash. Now we just go back to main quests. I just realized we have 300 health. Oh yeah, right, the skill points. I forgot about those. Back to hunters. Okay, now we get the main one. Is more damage. Oh, for a limited time. Sick. There's still more. Wow. That yep. Here we have hunt. Yeah, I think surviving is really what I need. What? Sick. Some. Oh. No. Machine Master. Yeah, I think Warrior is gonna be a good one. Yeah, that's a pretty powerful attack. How do I do it? I have 4 more. Do it.
Time, don't they?
So long as there's disharmony,
Ah, yes.
they will continue.
May you ever walk in fields of plenty, Outlander.
Halt, Outlander. The chorus is still deliberating.
Nervous?
Okay, now
Bringing
let's
an
talk
Outlander
with
before
them.
So the singing just keeps going. I guess that means the chorus is still in session?
The people sing to soothe the chorus, to help them break their impasse. It wouldn't be necessary if they were in harmony.
I'm not gonna have to sing back, am I?
Oh,
Of course not. The singing will stop when we present ourselves. Are you ready?
yeah.
Alright, let's go talk to them.
Now let us in. Wait, I have to press the PlayStation button. Oh yes, intense confusion.
Speak.
Your sacred cave. There's something inside I need. If I can get it, it will help.
Zoe and the Nora have spread word of your story and what you want. We know of no spirit in the cave, only Fa, our land god, who entered the cave and did not return.
The power of the land gods is broken. We are diminished. Tales of spirits will not help us. Nothing will.
We weaken, we die, and become fertile ground for new life. This is the natural order.
Yeah, what about the entire Earth being destroyed?
You're all just going to sit around until you become food for worms? Literally?
So says the Outlander, ignorant of our beliefs.
Please. Remember how she brought peace to Ray. Listen to her.
We've heard such temerity from you before, Zoe. Let us not forget that you agitated for reckless war against the Kaja.
At least she's trying to help.
How? By inviting you to break our traditions? Should we change our ways to suit every impudent outsider who wanders into Plainsong?
No.
You should change your ways because your own lands are killing you.
See? We have a point.
We have stood by and watched as our land gods waste away. You would have us do the same with our neighbors, our children.
And
That's
this
politics.
lone Outlander can save us. Nonsense. A single seed matters little in the infinite cycle of growth and decay.
An alarm. It's coming from the mountains.
Was that from the cordon? It's an alarm!
Oh. Oh, the control's shaking. Vibrating.
Machines must have broken through the cordon.
Then we need to get down there.
What about the chorus?
If the cordon has fallen, there's nothing left to prevent us from going in the cave. The time for permission is over.
Screw it, let's go.
Then off we go.
You know, she has a glider, so probably was
This way.
very
Out the
unnecessary.
around.
The high ground would have helped a lot. You know, just go, wee, down, and glide. Ugh. How long is this video even? Oh, we're 33 minutes in.
This way. Out the gate and around.
Oh, we're gonna have to repeat from the beginning. Kidding me. So what skill should I put on? Critical strike, it increases the critical damage. Probably won't hit much of micro strikes. No. Okay, that's gonna be good. Yeah, I'm gonna equip that. Because I'm not gonna really use much of the
Fighting in the fields ahead.
And why does it keep on changing to the frost blastings?
These machines don't look normal.
I've seen these machines before. Hunter killers.
They must have come from the cordon.
Critical strike.
The others will defend planes. We have to move.
Okay, oh, okay, so you want these hands. Strike him. Right in the tail.
Do you really think we can do something about all of this?
If I'm right, then yeah.
Yeah. Hit him! Hit him again! Hit him again! Yeah, that's enough of critical strike him. Oh, yep. Okay, now need to loot him. Okay, now what does? Ow, ow, ow. What does this do? Oh, okay, that's neat. Yes, okay. Vertical strike him. Oh boy! Okay. No! Why? Why? Oh yeah, right, I forgot this. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty useful. That's a useful ability when you run out of heals, like me. Yeah, I should probably loot for some more heals. Running out of them pretty fast. Rocks are pretty useless right now. Yes, in the no, in the beginning of the game, they're not that useful. I mean, they're not that useless. Now they're pretty much just, yeah. Yes. How are you alive? Oh, there's a dead fox. After I can shoot that. How did I die? How? I was on full HP. How did it just hit me? Okay, so luckily we didn't start from the beginning. Okay, 3 heals. Let's just keep on going.
More machines.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight those. They're pretty annoying.
These machines are stronger, deadlier than normal. There's more than just one marathon missing land god in that cave.
Okay, so we have no ammo. Oh, come on! Okay. Now, I thought a milk went through the ground. Wait, it did. No, 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 no. Yep. Yep, one of the more useful abilities. The immunity it gives you is pretty useful. Yeah, we're just gonna have to ignore them. Because I die of one hit. Yeah, I just wanted to kill that fox. Also, what does the meat do whenever you kill a animal? I know it does something, but I really don't know what it does.
This trail is the path of the land gods. It'll lead us to the cordon.
Oh god, that's a lot of...
More machines!
Take them out, Aloy. On your lead.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go in with them because... Is that a gun? Are you dead? No, come on! I was on full HP. I was on full health. This is dumb. Also, why does it keep on giving me the tripcaster? I never use it a lot. Oh yeah, it may be useful now.
More machines.
We can take them out, Aloy. On your lead.
Idiots! Yes, okay. Yeah. Yep. I'm not gonna get one shot again. Oh, he misses. Oh, come on. No. I can't move. Oh yeah, so I can... Hey. Come on, move. Move. Stupidly hard, like 300 health. One shot.
More machines.
Take them out, Aloy. On your lead.
Wait, no. Why isn't it working? Oh, no, it worked. Wait, no, wrong weapon. Why? Yes, the crossbones. And I missed it. Oh no. Don't want to die. I got thrown off the ledge. Oh, hello, boar. Go. Why do they run away from it? Yep. there's something behind me. No! Yeah, yes, the combo. Oh no. I'm here. Run! Can't move! Move! Okay.
That definitely helps.
Okay, yeah.
Save you.
I do need some ammo. Yes, thank you. They don't give me any. Okay. Oh! I hate you. But seriously, why can't I find any heals? Ouch, my ears. Right in the butt cheeks. Now, right. Oh, yes. Now I gotta make it explode. Yeah. Ooh, legendary. I might help. Yes. Okay, 310 HP. Again. Yes. Oh. Thank you for the health. But may you rest in peace. Yes, thank you. But I wonder, how did these machines come to be?
That's the last one.
Finally, after 4 times of failing. Are there any medicinal berries? Because the potions won't do much. Like, it does a lot, but it's gonna take a long time to, well, put them, you know, drink it. Also, fire.
We're almost there.
So many machines broke through. What happened to the Cordon's defenders?
We better be ready for anything.
Let's hope they're not dead. Oh. Oh, that's a good way to cancel it. Except how hasn't anybody explored the area? Like, just got in the cave.
Or what's left of it.
So many dead.
They will be mourned when the time is right. For now, we must keep going.
So we should. So what she says is we should not care about them until we're finished. Why isn't there any medicinal berries? I seriously need a medicinal berry. Here. Ooh. Armor. Yes. Finally, something new that's free.
We shouldn't linger here.
Okay, so I'm gonna craft those later. Ooh. There's a lot of loot. Oh. Yes. Dick. Oh, I forgot I have the food and the mount. Oh yeah, right.
Made of.
Ouch.
We'll have to find a way around.
We'll follow your lead, Aloy.
Wait, that's a small. Wait, but there's a difference between this. Oh, that's a medium. But what's funny? The funny part is just go. It's the fall. It's funny. And just go. Bleh. Probably a very funny fall.
Up here.
Yes.
I'll need these later for sure.
Let's go find some more medicine. Okay, as we make it through. Wait, I need more medicine. Ah, finally, more medicine. Are we back where?
What's that ahead?
Like a cauldron door.
Wait, the cauldron door. Wait, was it that? What's that? Oh, that's far. I thought you were there.
To understand what's going on in there, you're gonna need one of these.
Oh, yes. We have multiple, like, yeah, we have multiple of these. It's sacred.
Just like this.
Pretend it's like a sacred heirloom. Or something like that.
There's blue light on the door.
Yeah, it takes some getting used to.
Don't worry, Zoe. I'll help.
Now listen. The machines we've been fighting, they're different. More dangerous.
Yeah, as you can see me
That means there's
doing.
something very powerful somewhere
Shut.
beyond that door.
Oh,
And it wants us dead.
wait, is it
Follow my lead
ADs?
and be ready for anything. Let's go.
Let's go.
We have to find the core of this place.
There's so much metal.
Who built this place?
Machines. Not like any you've seen before.
Light. I wonder why there's conveniently some light. Oh, so that's what they meant by cauldron. Oh.
Right behind you.
Oh. Okay, now. Oh, they. Wait, was it a kangaroo? Yes, critical strike. And I'm about to die. Come on, just. Oh no 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 no. Wait, no no no. Get the kangaroo-nie. Oh, I think that looks like a kangaroo.
So this is a cauldron where machines are born.
It looks like one, but if the land gods come and go, then they aren't just made here. They're being repaired too.
And the spirit you're after is in here.
Minerva?
Oh, Minerva. Oh, you're right. I forgot. Getting the stuff for Gaia. Okay, what was that glitch?
I've seen them before. They're like an infection. That thing I said that wants us dead. It takes over places like these and makes killer machines. It's called Hephaestus.
Oh, Hephaestus. I was pretty confused. Like, we killed Hades, but then it was Hephaestus.
You two wait here.
Ah.
Okay.
Huh. Standing on this floor panel. That's something. Looks like all those pillars are rotating.
Oh, I'm gonna have to shoot that thing.
I can lock them into place. Make a path up. That worked.
Oh, okay. Some good puzzles.
So, can you stand on that panel?
What? Oh, I'm gonna have to get that one. So fast.
Like this?
I think the gears have to be in the right spot to lock into place. I need to shoot the gears when they rotate to the right spot.
Oh. Okay.
That did something.
I know it did something, Varl. I wonder why they were going very fast.
There. Should be able to climb all the way up now.
Yes.
Another floor panel. I can't shoot the gears on the pillars from here. Maybe if I can find something to weigh this down?
Here.
This guy should be heavy enough.
Ooh. Great.
Can't fit the crate through that opening. I think I can get the crate through that shield.
Oh, I thought it would electrocute me. Oh, fine. Some medicinal berries. Good.
Okay, getting there. More pillars. Might be a way across if I can get them into the right position. That did it. The gears on the pillars should be exposed now. Looks like there are only 2 pillars this time.
Find a way across, Aloy.
I'm working on it.
I pressed it. So darn slow. Oh, come on. Yes, okay. Finally. A good shot.
Device. Second sight. It's how Aloy saw what made you.
Yeah. It reveals things. Lights, images, glyphs.
There.
This is on a machine.
Should be able to get across now.
No!
Ouch. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just stuck.
I'm back up now.
I wish there was there was stairs instead of just going up here. Wait, wait. Oh, here they are.
She's so high up.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
How's it going up there, Aloy?
I think I'm getting close.
One more
Pretty
set
well.
of pillars.
Ooh,
There should
bronzing.
be a floor panel nearby to activate them.
And I fell again. Oh, okay, now I'm back up. Whew. That's some good news. Oh yeah, right. Something to hold it. That something would be me. Okay, now some medicine.
Expect. Okay, now I can cross.
Okay, now I got all of them. Woo! Ah, yes, finally have a full pouch.
That note. But maybe I can override it.
But I wonder who created all these AIs. Yeah, they've been created like time ago. But seriously, who created Hades and the other guy?
The cables are moving.
They're drawing back. We can climb up that vent.
Yay, okay. Oh, I thought it was electric. Like I'll just fall.
How do we cross? Cables are twisted around that node on the other side. I'll see if I can get to it.
Talk
Wait
about-
here.
Ah, yes, more parkour. Oh! Also, it's timed. Thank you, boy. Yeah, some backup.
Okay, now, how to get up to the node.
Smash! Oh. Yep, okay, so... What we might do is... There. Because it's glowing.
How do I get back up there?
She just only said that. Dang. Oh, if you go down it. Oh my. It doesn't give me any time to go up and just goes down directly. I'm gonna be a mad boy. Oh, get back up there. Okay, now we're back up there. Come back. I need to do these things. Yes, it's now not going back. Yeah, but it retracted before I came in. Is there any other way just other than jumping there? Oh! Oh, okay. Okay, good. Now I have the high ground.
All right, let's see what we can do.
As we override the uplink module.
Come on over, you two.
Where are they? Oh, they're there. Come on.
Who is that? Hephaestus.
Oh yeah, that's the guy that's trying to kill us. I mean, the AI.
Looks like there's another node on the other side, near that door. How to get to that node on the other side? Okay, there's a platform down there. I think I can reach it if I glide.
Okay, so,
There's still no sign of fog.
It's a big place. We'll keep looking.
get up, in a bit. Now, how do I get over there? Yeah, hi, Hephaestus.
Hephaestus. It's taken over this whole place. Looks like there's another node on the other side, near that door.
Go do your thing.
How to get to that node on the other side? Okay, there's a platform down there. I think I
There's a
can
platform
reach it.
down there, where? Oh, there. That's gold. Oh. Come on. Open. Open sesame.
Engage anti-distribution J1 Zeta. Transfer
I think I can hitch a ride on one of those metal carriers.
Oh.
5 and 2.
Oh. Now I know.
These carriers are a lot of weapons. What is Hephaestus up to?
Below, above us. She's in the air.
Hello.
Yep, wasn't planning on it.
It's over. Time to let go. Okay. Now what? Should be able to glide to that platform down there.
Yay, now we finally make it. Time to override.
It's taken over facilities before to build deadly machines. But it wasn't always hostile. It used to be part of something good. Something called Gaia.
Oh no. What has Hephaestus done to her?
Turned it into a weapon. which sooner or later will be unleashed.
Okay, so they turned that gun into a weapon.
If my people see what it has become, if one of our gods attacks them, you know what we have to do.
Put it out of its misery!
Are you ready?
Are you ready for this?
We have to get down there.
That dome of light. Affecting the machine.
There should be a node I can override nearby to shut it
Oh
down.
yes, here's the node.
This will break my fall.
Oh, okay, so we're gonna have to kill it now.
Here we go. I'm sorry, Fa.
Oh, nope. Oh, so that's its points. Okay, high ground. Why did I stop walking? It's over, I have the high ground. And my high ground's gone.
If I can attach them, I can use them against it.
Okay, new lesson. Pick a solid high ground. And that was a big explode. Stay down on the ground. Also, anyway. I'm on fire, I'm on fire, I'm on fire. How do I get rid of the fire? The high ground? Okay. Hi. Run! Oh boy. I finally have the explodey thing. Nope! Oh boy. Why wasn't it? Okay, so we took that. That's not a lot of health taken away. But it's some health.
Pain subsiding.
Oh wow. Run! I hate it! I hate this boss fight! No. He misses! Oh, I had to press those button things. Nice. I'm on literal fire. It's playing fire. It's like playing against the pyro on Team Fortress 2. But you die easier. As we run out of ammo, we can panic. But it will run to me. Guys, thank you, Vora, for some ammo. Okay. needed. Even for slow motion, these things are pretty fast. Like with the mouse, this is gonna be the best game, but controllers, hate it. Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot traps existed. Come here, boy. Ouch. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey, dude. Yeah. Oh, God. I should probably use the ability. Yes! We critical strike it! Yeah, right in the butt. Yes, finally! That's probably very disrespectful, but I need loot. Oh, is there more of those? Piece of cake. Oh, it's worth things. Okay, now after putting that god into a misery, I mean, like, for its own good, and for the people.
Mourning a machine that nearly killed us?
It's still her god.
Yeah.
I do not grieve for a god or a machine, but because I no longer know what to believe.
Look, so if you want, you can go back home.
Do I still have one? And if so, for how long? Can you really heal our lands? Save my people?
Yes, just killing it was just a part of it, you know? Just a part of a situation. That was just a roadblock.
But it starts now.
Can this cutscene continue going on? Oh yeah, thanks, more cutscene. Aloy.
Compensate. Retreat.
We failed, or... Okay. Or did we succeed? Hey, we succeeded! Please, continue cutscene.
Up we go.
There's more.
Like Aloy said, this is only the beginning.
To do is just go up.
Aloy, the core. My focus is showing holograms on it.
They look like
Looks like Festus has been upgrading the security grid on the cauldrons. The data's been corrupted. Not sure I can do much about that right now. And my focus doesn't recognize some of these. Must be machines I haven't seen yet.
Got what you need.
Oh, now we can override stuff. Sadly, we had to destroy one of the gods. Too bad.
Welcome to the regional. Error. Unauthorized access detected.
That doesn't sound good.
That sounds great.
Minerva?
I don't think so. At least, not directly.
Oh, that's not Minerva.
All personnel must vacate the facility immediately.
Something doesn't want us here. What
Oh, God.
exactly was this place?
Seen anything like it before?
No.
About to destroy screen.
There. That's our way out.
Okay, woo.
Error. Unauthorized access. Initiating facility lockdown.
Oh no.
What's going on?
We have no power.
At least the emergency lights work.
What just happened?
Minerva's definitely here. And I think it's trying to keep us out.
Oh no.
I'll scout ahead, see if there's a way to get us in.
You sure we shouldn't come with you?
If you want to.
Yeah, Minerva could be dangerous. Let me make sure it's safe.
Okay.
We'll be right here if you need us.
We could open it? Okay, yeah. Well, looks like Minerva doesn't want us here. But there's something we can jump to. Oh, so this is an elevator.
Okay, I need to find where Minerva's hiding. I should look for a way to access the facility systems.
Wait, there's something there.
Locked.
Ah. Are you sure we can pry it open? But I think any door is pryable.
Alert. Restricted access. You are not wanted here.
Shut up, Minerva, we're trying to help.
You're not getting rid of me that easily, Minerva.
What's that?
Huh. Might be able to pull that open.
I am stupid. I'm a literal clown.
This leads.
Probably somewhere. Like, right, yes, medicinal berries.
I can feel a draft above. Might be a way out of this shaft.
Imagine we may meet the other Aloy in a clone. That's bright. Nice.
Looks like another part of the facility. Door's locked.
So we can't access it now. Okay. Okay. Gonna have to go up there.
Looks like I should head up.
Yeah, I know. Oh, okay, so this is where we're supposed to be. Yay, exit.
And I'm outside. I need to find a way back into the facility. Maybe I could look for a way in higher up the mountain.
Oh, that's medicinal berries. Seriously, it's so convenient that there are these flowers there.
I can merge it with Gaia. Finally bring her back. And we can
Just
start
one
fixing
piece
the
of
flight,
Gaia.
the storms, and maybe she can help me figure out who those strangers in the proving lab were. Why did they have a clone of Elizabeth? Why did they want it back up?
About to save humanity or destroy it. Okay, looks like I hear them. I'd imagine the clone of Aloy is gonna be there, and we're gonna have another boss fight. Let's hope. It'll be interesting.
We might be able to glide to that ledge.
I should probably go there. Nope, no! Oh. I thought we died for a second. Some medicine. Wait, no. Yes.
Pipe's up there. Might lead me to a way back in. But how to reach them?
Can I pry open? Oh. This is something that the trickcaster would do.
Ah, another shaft.
Okay, so that's locked. Like, ah.
Okay, now I've got to find a way to plug into this place.
But I wonder, why is there... How is there another copy of... Well, the creator of Aloy? Like, Aloy. How? Did the machines create two, or just one?
Some kind of dome. Wonder what it's for.
Or was that Aloy from the future or from the past?
Alert. System core penetrated.
Oh, I know we're gonna get the boss fight here. Hello? Look, it's Elizabeth. She's right there. No, Aloy.
Minerva, I need the console. Please.
Access denied.
Why?
It didn't used to be like this. Do you remember it? Anything?
Access denied.
You were part of something bigger once. Something good.
Gaia.
Gaia. That's right. She can live again. But only if you give her the chance. I can't reboot her without you.
Mostly. We need the others.
Cease.
I think you'll disappear into her. Become part of her. Like you used to be.
Misery will cease.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go. After some good arguing.
Thank you. Thank you, Minerva. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Minerva function to original code. Do you wish to initiate heuristic matrix?
Yes.
Here goes.
I swear there will be a boss fight here. Because this room is a bit too suspiciously big. Let's go! My eyes, but let's go!
Gaia.
Greetings, Dr. Sobek. A moment. Scanning data.
Oh! Oh, look. So the memories.
So it is Aloy, not Elizabeth. We have much to discuss, but initialization of my heuristic matrix will not be complete for several minutes more. In the meantime, I suggest you familiarize yourself with this facility. It is
Why?
our best option for a base of operations. And you can make use of its equipment to improve your ability to override machines.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Shall I grant access to your companions?
Yes.
They will be here shortly.
Oh, I wonder what companions.
Okay, but don't overwhelm them, okay? They don't have a lot of experience with things like, well, you.
Oh, okay. The good friends, not the bad ones. This is Gaia.
So no fake this time?
No. This time she's real. Varl, Zoe. This is Gaia.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Gaia's still, waking up. Let's look around.
I will highlight the location of the lab on your focus.
Tick.
I have established a network between your focuses, allowing you to communicate when apart.
Good. So what was this place?
A regional control center, where Zero Dawn progeny would have overseen terraforming operations in the area.
Convenient.
What's all this?
This was intended as the main gathering space for control center operatives.
You can fit a good number of people in here.
Or maybe just a few. To start with, you two go ahead. I'm going to...
So this was supposed to be a lab.
That was its intended purpose. Some of the machine data you recovered from the repair bay below us appears to be corrupted. Accessing the terminal in this room will show you how to repair and complete the override.
I'll take a look. Huh. Looks like I need data from machine parts to fix the corrupted override.
My initialization is complete. You may continue to explore the facility, Aloy. When you are ready, return to the control room.
Back to the control room. Okay, no, that's the elevator shaft. Back up to the control room. Okay, now where's the control room? Seriously, where is it? That's the exit.
Through that door is a trail that leads towards Plainsong.
So I could head back east if I need to, once we're done here.
Oh.
Correct.
Oh, come on, where is it? Okay, finally.
Okay. Maybe it's time to talk to Gaia.
I'll leave you to it.
Hello.
Hello, Aloy.
Hi. So you're ready?
Yes.
Initialization complete.
All tests show that my heuristic matrix launched correctly and is stable.
Yay!
You must have many questions.
Much, yes.
But two big ones first.
What are the others? Oh yeah, the strangers.
Maybe you can help me make
I'm more
sense of
interested
something.
in the strangers.
A while ago, I had a run-in with a group of strangers who tried to kill me. They had machine servitors and a clone of Elizabeth Sobek with them.
Yes, this was recorded by your focus.
Yeah, who are they?
Do you know who they are?
The answer to that question is related to the extinction signal that woke Hades, prompting my predecessor's self-destruction.
The extinction signal? Okay, that sounds ominous.
The signal did not come from Earth, Aloy.
Huh? Oh, so they made it! So they made it through the spaceship thing.
The calculations are complicated, but it appears to have originated 81 trillion kilometers away.
I think that spaceship that we saw from the beginning actually made it.
So vast that light itself requires 8.611 years to cross it.
Okay, so What's so far away, and why does it want us dead?
The Sirius star system.
Huh?
Sirius? But that's where Far Zenith, their ship.
The Odyssey.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's where it was headed. But it blew up.
They made it.
Unless... I don't... Why make it seem like they failed? They didn't want anyone to know. They didn't want future humans to think that they were out there. Wait.
Then why did...
Strangers who tried to kill me at the Hades Proving Lab? The ones with the clone? Are you saying that they're from... that they're descendants of...
Far Zenith?
Far Zenith?
Yes, that is my conclusion.
Oh no. Now I have a bigger issue on our hand. But why do they want to hide it? Yeah, they could have made them more money. Tons
We're not going to
confusion.
be able to fix the biosphere without making you whole. I ran a search for your subfunctions at the Hades Proving Lab, but Minerva was the only one I found.
It was good.
Thankfully, the sensory capabilities of this facility are far more advanced. I will search for the others now. Transmitting query pattern.
So we're in Africa. Or we're not Africa. That's South America. Canada.
Of Apollo, Artemis, and Eleuthia, I can find no trace. They are simply gone.
What about the others?
I wonder if the
Demeter
clone
and
took it.
Poseidon are revealed. They lie within reach. Procurable.
And Hephaestus?
Interesting. Oh yeah, Hephaestus.
It too stands revealed, but it is not like the others.
That's for sure.
In the years since the extinction signal, Hephaestus has evolved. Moreover, it is not confined to a single location. It haunts the global network that connects cauldrons to each other across the planet, making it exceptionally difficult to subdue.
Let me guess. We need it bad?
Correct. Its capabilities are essential. Without it, I can only delay the extinction of life on Earth. Hephaestus is our only hope of a permanent solution.
So we start there?
Unfortunately, we cannot. Procuring Hephaestus can only be attempted after my own capabilities have been significantly enhanced.
Grab the other supporting functions first, then Hephaestus.
Yeah.
Precisely so.
So, Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon. How do I capture them?
To recover a subordinate function, you will have to travel to its location and find the physical processor to which it escaped. Then, exactly as you did with Minerva, you must use the master override to revert the subordinate function to its original code state.
And then how do I get it back here?
The subordinate function must be loaded onto a data storage device and physically carried back to this facility.
Oh.
The cartridge your root kernel was stored on?
Yes. Its capacity is limited, so it can only carry one subordinate function at a time.
Dang it! Dang it!
But in all other respects, it will suffice.
I just had multiple of them. More questions! Wait, no. Go back.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species.
Yeah, that's
Eleuthia was
pretty.
responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Farrow.
Pharaoh, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, and unstable.
Basically not
All
alive.
3 of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
If attainable, yes. Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density. Unfortunately, I have no way to track them. They have disappeared without a trace.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Let's talk about Hephaestus.
You said you need Hephaestus to save life from extinction. Why?
Every subordinate function has value, but Hephaestus is by far the most important. Only by recovering and merging it can I regain my ability to design and mass-produce new machines at cauldrons across the planet. Only through it can I program new machines and alter the tasking of existing machines to completely reverse environmental damage. Recovering other subordinate functions may buy us time, but without Hephaestus, I cannot permanently stave off mass extinction.
Okay.
The 3 subordinate functions that you detected. What do we know about them?
All 3 are relevant to problems currently plaguing the biosphere. Ether is responsible for detoxifying the atmosphere and moderating the weather. Poseidon controls the organic and chemical composition of water resources. Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life. If all 3 were restored to me, they would constitute a massive increase to my heuristic processing density. But beware. Their responses to my query pattern were irregular.
Okay.
In human terms, they are frightened, lost, and paranoid.
Like Minerva. They need to be whole again.
Exactly.
Given Hephaestus's importance, is there really no way to capture and merge it first?
I'm afraid that is quite impossible. In my present state, launched and merged with Minerva, I am operating at less than 1/5, 18.8%, of my intended processing capacity. Hephaestus dwarfs this figure. Were an attempt made to conduct the merge under these circumstances, Hephaestus would absorb me, rather than the other way around. A merge cannot be attempted until my heuristic processing density exceeds its own.
And how many subordinate functions is that going to take?
Merging Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon will expand my heuristic network to 41.6% capacity, exceeding that of Hephaestus.
Okay,
You said Hephaestus isn't located in just one place.
Correct. Unlike the other subordinate functions, which are confined to discrete physical processors, Hephaestus is distributed throughout the global network that connects the planet's cauldrons.
So, when the time comes to subdue it, how do we make that happen?
I do not know. While you are retrieving the procurable subordinate functions, I will attempt to find a solution.
So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
Yay,
So
finally.
Could you build an army of machines? Attack the descendants of Far Zenith and take them out?
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design, build, and command such an army. Given the nature of the Far Zenith threat, doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good. It means you have a conscience. As Elizabeth intended.
Indeed.
Good.
The descendants I ran into at the Hades Proving Lab, they had a clone of Elizabeth Sobek. So that's consistent with the idea that they came here to salvage Zero Dawn technologies, right?
Yes. As your own experience demonstrates, a clone of Elizabeth Sobek functions in effect as a key to the terraforming system.
But how could they have made a clone?
The Odyssey carried approximately 200,000 human zygotes, millions of animal zygotes, and billions of plant seeds. It is conceivable that Elizabeth Sobek's genetic material was sampled, with or without her knowledge, and carried aboard the ship in storage.
That's... okay, but... I mean... This clone... how could she participate in this? Destroying Elizabeth's dream? It's evil.
It is difficult to know. Perhaps she is loyal to the group and shares their objectives. Or perhaps she is a subordinate and has no choice but to comply with their orders.
Elizabeth Sobek? A subordinate? I don't think so. The sole purpose of the signal was to destroy life on Earth, right? Why would descendants of Far Zenith want to do that?
At this point, we can only speculate.
I mean, Earth posed no threat to them. We don't have the technology to get in their way. We didn't even know about them.
True.
Unless... well... could it be that they want the planet for themselves? The strangers I ran into, they were after a Gaia backup of their own. I mean, if they did that... if they booted their own Gaia and boosted her power... until she could take control of Hephaestus. And then the whole terraforming system.
Then yes, the system could be used to do what the extinction signal failed to accomplish. Snuff out life, and then potentially to build an entirely new biosphere. To their specifications.
So they could be trying to do the same thing we are.
But with opposite results.
Extinction.
With more negative results.
Well, this is not good. You said Sirius is really far from Earth.
81 trillion kilometers, or 8.611 light years.
Right. So, how would the descendants have gotten here?
On a spacecraft much like the Odyssey, though significantly more advanced. The journey from Earth to Sirius would have taken the Odyssey almost 300 years. This appears to have been much faster. If their ship departed Sirius at the same moment the extinction signal first began transmitting, the journey was made in just 29 years at an average of 0.297 the speed of light. If they did not set out for Earth until they learned of the extinction signal's failure, the journey was even faster. A mere 13 years, or 0.662 the speed of light.
Speed!
Okay, you're making my head spin. The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
So the signal could only have been sent by someone who had thorough knowledge of the system, huh?
Yes. The signal's design was exceptionally precise and highly advanced. Were its intentions less malevolent, I would admire the intellect or intellects that produced it.
Now we're gonna talk about Far Zenith technologies.
So if the descendants came to Earth on a spaceship, I guess we can assume that their technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes. As your encounter with them at the Proving Lab amply demonstrates, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
Yeah, no kidding. The one I fought seemed indestructible.
Throughout history, Every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. For example, assuming I absorbed Hephaestus and utilized it to create a large force of combat machines. No shielding could withstand such an assault indefinitely.
So there's hope.
Always.
How did you figure out that the extinction signal came from Sirius?
The key came with data on your focus, from Silent's interrogation of Hades. The duration of the signal itself, 17.22 years.
That doesn't make sense. You said that the signal took 8.6 years to arrive from Sirius. Why would the signal keep transmitting after it was received and you blew yourself up?
Because the sender didn't know that had happened until it received notice from Hades.
Which would take another 8.6 years to get back.
Correct. Only then would the sender stop broadcasting, after a total of 17.22 years. So the duration, halved, gave me the distance the signal traveled. With that in mind, I simply scanned my astronomical database for any relevant location 8.6 light-years away. Because it was Far Zenith's intended destination, Sirius was the only logical source.
A pretty confusing thing. Why does Far Zenith want to destroy these less technologically, I don't know. But why does Far Zenith want to destroy them? They pose no threat.
What is the state of the biosphere? Is the terraforming system functioning at all?
In a sense, the terraforming system never stopped functioning. The difference, since my predecessor's destruction, is that there has been no central governing intelligence to monitor its robotic agents and assign new tasks. As a result, errors have accrued, and day by day, the biosphere has gradually veered ever more sharply towards destruction. In recent months, disturbances in the biosphere have become obvious. But these bellwether phenomena offer just the merest glimpse of the complex and accelerating cycles of environmental dysfunction, now driving Earth's biosphere towards collapse.
And you can't do anything to stop it?
If you can return Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter to me, I can improvise modest corrections to parts of the system. Weather will improve, water will be purified, and rampant plant growth curtailed. But such corrections will not stave off collapse. They will only buy us time. Only with Hephaestus can I design and produce new robotic agents designed to permanently reverse the damage that has accumulated. All efforts must be directed toward that end.
How long do we have then?
At present rates, without additional factors, the biosphere will cross a point of no return in approximately 4 months.
Oh.
And if I gather Ether, Demeter, Poseidon, merge you with them?
We will only gain a few months more.
Well, every bit counts. I guess I should get going and start bringing back subordinate functions. What can you tell me about their locations?
When my predecessor destroyed herself, the subordinate functions sought physical processors capable of holding them. So in each case you will be looking for a powerful computer of some kind. Ether is the closest, and therefore might be the easiest to acquire. However, it appears to be in the middle of Tanakh territory. My knowledge of that tribe is limited to data I read on your focus, but they seem to have a significant inclination towards violence.
Well, that's a nice way to put it. What about Poseidon and Demeter?
Poseidon has taken shelter in the desert south of this location. My substratal geography data indicates that a major old world settlement called Las Vegas.
Hey, it's Las Vegas!
A ruin in the middle of the desert, huh? Strange place for an AI devoted to water.
Agreed. As for Demeter, it appears to be located on the coast to the far west. Unfortunately, I am unable to provide any relevant data about the region. As such, it may be the most difficult to retrieve.
Okay, so 3 subordinate functions to go after. Ether, somewhere in Tenakth's territory. Poseidon in the desert, and Demeter on the coast.
Where will you begin?
Las Vegas! Ether. Ether's probably the lowest level one.
I'll head for Ether.
Yeah, then the guy.
And I will assign Ether as the objective on your focus.
Then the other guy in Las Vegas.
If you obtain it, I may be able to use it to quell the most severe storms in the region.
Which would be great.
Though I will require Hephaestus and the control over machines that it offers to permanently stabilize the biosphere. Should you change your mind, you can update your objective via your focus interface at any time. I will also transmit a summary of available data on all of the subordinate functions to you for reference. Is there anything else I can help you with? I know you have
no, thank you.
To accomplish.
Stop talking, it's...
Is something wrong?
I don't know. It's just that... Elizabeth set the bar pretty high. She had a dream for you, for life on Earth, and... a lot has gone wrong, and it's all on my shoulders to fix it.
Ironic.
Do you think I can do it all? Repair the system? Defeat Varzinith?
Yes, you have plot
Live
armor.
up to her example?
You have plot armor.
Absolutely. In her last message, my predecessor declared her unwavering conviction in your success. In you, all things are possible. You prevailed in purging Hades and rebooting my system core. You will prevail in this.
Thank you, Gaia. Well, I guess I should get going.
I have unlocked the facility's exits. One leads onward to the west. The other leads back down the mountain to Plainsong, should you wish to return east.
Varl?
Whoa! Gonna have to get used to that. That's you, Aloy?
Yeah. Gaia's opened the exits to this place. Can you and Zoe meet me by the west door?
Be right there.
Now, unfortunately, after that long talk, I'm going to have to end the episode. Thank you guys for watching, yeah. Peace. And make sure to have a good day.